Chicagoland, Chicagoland. Honestly, just might be top 1 races all year and might just be top 1 track in my opinion. First time back at Chicagoland in 7 years. 2019 was the last time they were there, and Alex Bowman was the winner of that one. Alex Bowman actually had a really good race, to be honest, and he's actually doing really good in the in-season challenge. He's number 32. He was number 32 on the bracket, and he's actually matched up with number 25 Gilliland, who's also doing good in his bracket, which is the race to the $1 million. But let's really deep dive and talk about the whole race, starting on lap 1, where Connor Zilic once again is just unlucky. Priest got bumped by somebody behind him. He got loose, went down into Zilic, and Zilic is out again for like the 6th, 7th week in a row. Starting to feel bad for him. I know people talked highly about him with his rookie year and everything like that, especially coming from Xfinity with 10 wins. But I'd almost rather him have this bad rookie season, this unlucky rookie season, than to go have like a sophomore slump. It could literally only go up for Zilic from here, which is a very good thing as a fan, but also for him as a driver. Now going back green, we're having multi-lane racing, and I mean multi-lane racing, where it's just genuinely, it's some of the most beautiful racing I've ever seen this year. Super speedways are fun, and yes, they're high intensity and they're 200 miles an hour right by each other drafting, which is a whole nother skill set than these 1.5 miles, but it's something about these 1.5 miles that truly bring the talent. Like, this is where you see who is a good oval racer, who is a good NASCAR driver. And while Toyota, showed their dominance once again, I think Hendrick also showed that they were good too, but we'll get to that. Fast forwarding a little bit throughout the race, Zane Smith and Carson Hocevar get into it. Now, could people say that Zane Smith did that for his teammate Gilliland? Well, maybe. Do I think so? No, I do not think so. Obviously, it wasn't purposeful, even though he did kind of punt him like Pat McAfee on Indianapolis Colts. But I don't think it was on purpose. The sun is starting to go down, so my ISO is going to be messed up. Let me put the auto white balance on. Okay, now it's on automatic. Hopefully it works. But going back to what I was saying about Carson Hocevar, that definitely did mess up his matchup versus Gilliland. But I mean, hey, he wasn't going to win that race or probably beat Gilliland in the first place. It was a very rough outing for Spire in general, which Suarez got up there, but McDowell had a penalty on like the first lap. And then, yeah, Spire just was rough that day for Carson Hocevar and even Suarez. He didn't make us some spots, like I said, but it was even rough for him. The person I was honestly really insane. Are people playing freaking skee ball next to me? It is 3:05 p.m. It is a Monday. Why are y'all here in the clubhouse doing skee balls? Anyways, sorry if y'all can hear that. I forget what I was talking about because short-term memory loss, radiation from our phones and stuff. But I do want to talk about Hendrick. Hendrick honestly showed a lot of promise. Yes, Toyota won. Toyota was top 3. But what I like to see out of Hendrick and out of Chevy in general is the speed that they are building. I think after the in-season challenge, I think that's when Chevy in Hendrick mainly will show where their speed is. Byron was absolutely spanking during this race. And to be fair with you, I think that if Larson would have stayed, straight, because we haven't talked about this yet, but Larson decided to get sideways and unlock his drifting capabilities on asphalt or concrete, pavement, basically anything that's not dirt. He wanted to show us that he's a good dirt racer. And Larson, we all know you are, but this isn't the moment for it. Which then led him being stuck in the grass and then had to tow him out, but then they didn't air him up because his car didn't have that enabled, I don't think, which then he had to drive around the entire 1.5 mile track, scraping the diffuser underneath, which then messed up his downforce, which then he couldn't get back on the lead lap because he was just so slow. But Byron was there and Hendrick was looking good. Bowen was in the top 10, so Hendrick still got a good outing. Just, I think that we were robbed of an insane, and I mean insane finish between Byron and Larson. I think genuinely if they were both still there, it would have been like a Byron, Larson, or Larson, Byron, then like Briscoe, C. Bell. It would have been a literally Hendrick JGR 1 through 4, and it would have been absolute cinema. Denny Hamlin looked human this race. I knew a Toyota was going to win, and I honestly thought it was going to be Larson or Denny. I mean, I'm happy that it's Briscoe. I've honestly am a huge fan of Briscoe as well. I just didn't expect for him to get his win at Chicagoland. I just expected it to be Denny. While Denny, and I'm not gonna lie, Denny shot off like a rocket. I'm talking about a rocket on that the first start. When the green dropped, I mean, he shot off like a rocket. So I was like, oh yeah, it's over. And honestly, I think that the restart from the caution from Brees and Zilic was a big help. I think if Denny would have stayed green, Denny probably would have got that lead out to like 5 seconds. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Larson was looking good, but I think that Denny Hamlin would have probably edged out that. Yeah, it would have been bad. Now, going a little bit later into the night, Tyler Reddick's oil cooler got hit by the little rock that could. It's a story about a rock that bounces all over the track and goes through your front bumper and then your radiator and your oil cooler, which happened to Tyler Reddick. The Jumpman paint scheme, the shoe paint scheme, looked like it got squeezed with lemon juice. I don't know. But yeah, the oil cooler just got a hole in it, and they ended up fixing it. He ended up going back out 28 laps down. I mean, at that point, genuinely, might as well just take an early night, get in the hauler and go home, because you're not getting any points. I mean, you're not. But I mean, overall, that's pretty much everything that happened. C-Bell started to come back, and honestly, if there was like 2 more laps, C-Bell probably would have passed him. And then if there was less cars on the track, less lap cars, less AJ Allmendingers, he probably would have got him. But you know, the lap cars and the dirty air was a huge thing. Honestly, if Byron would have pitted before Briscoe, or even at the same time and covered him, then Byron would have won that race. But I think because Byron went that one more lap, and Briscoe must have had an outlap from a bat from hell, bro. Like, his outlap was crazy to be able to cover him, because Byron was cooking. He had like a whole second lead on him, and the fact that he went into the pits, came out, and then Briscoe made it all the way around the time. I mean, that's one hell of a lap. Overall, solid race, though. Like, genuinely solid race. And I think that Chicagoland should be on the schedule every year. The Chicago street race can hit the door. In my opinion, hit the door. I think the only street course we should have is Watkins Glen. I think we should have Coronado back. No, I don't. Coronado was great, but that should be the one-time thing. I think we should have Watkins Glen, Sonoma. I think we should have Road America. And honestly, bro, take COTA off the map, please. Like, literally take COTA off the schedule. COTA is not made for NASCAR. It's made for F1, and just leave it that way. But yeah, I'm trying to do more of these videos, trying to get my YouTube going. I'm in the clubhouse because I just wanted to have a different background, and I'm walking around with a mic. See, watch this. I can go all the way back here and y'all can still hear me. Anyways, not that matters. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hit that sub button. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Later.